Hello guys, 234 Aviation here, and today I'm bringing you guys yet another new video. I'm very sorry that I haven't been able to upload in a few days, but today, or actually not a few days, a few weeks, today I'm finally able to upload. It is pretty late tonight. It's around 9 o'clock now, and I just wanted to get this video over with. So, this is going to be the first episode of my new segment on the channel, Dead Airlines Revived Today. This isn't my best work, but it's probably going to be alright for today. But if you just saw the image I just showed a couple seconds ago, yes, we are going to be talking about Pan Am. What would happen if it was revived today? Now, if you do not know, Pan Am was one of the largest airlines of the United States. It was pretty much the airline that set prestige to the maximum. Now, Pan Am had tons of destinations, as you can see. This was an old flight map from Pan Am, which showed all the different destinations from the United States to Europe, South America, and to Asia. In fact, there are even some routes that seem to go to Africa. So, Pan Am had utilized their fleet of aircraft using the A300, A310, 727-200, 737-200, 747-100, and 200 variants, and the ATR-42 and Dash 7 from Bombardier. Actually, not Bombardier, de Havilland Dash 7, respectively. Now, all of these aircraft were used in the 1990s before Pan Am had ceased operations. Now, there was one trend among a few of these aircraft here, which I have noticed, which is kind of funny that I have noticed. All these aircraft here, meaning technically the A310, the A300, 727, 747, 1 and 2 variants, and also the 737-200 again, and the Dash 7 are all old aircraft. Now, these aircraft are no longer really operated by airliners, but again, we have the ATR-42, which is an example that is still remaining today. But again, we only have the A300 and A310 operated by very few operators, and most of them are for cargo. The 727s are operated not really much anymore, just also for cargo. Again, with the 737-200s as well. The 747-100s are obsolete, and the Dash 7 is almost obsolete as well. The 747-200 also is currently used just for mostly cargo and passenger airlines, which don't really have larger aircraft. So when the main question comes up, what would Pan Am do in the future if they had stayed? Now, I'm about to show you the route plan again, so we're going to go back to here. Because Pan Am had based their operations here in Miami, right before they ceased operations right here, this hub here, which is New York City, would not be like there. It would be here. And because Pan Am had sold their I believe it was the Pacific routes to Northwest Airlines. Those routes, actually not Northwest Airlines, I believe it was United Airlines that they sold their Pacific routes to, meaning routes to Honolulu, Asia, and Australia. They sold those to United, and they studied these routes, which were to Europe right before the 1980s Chernobyl disaster, which was pretty catastrophic if you ask me. Also, the Lockerbie bombing, which has happened here, and also, if I was able to, the hijacking, I believe it was in Pakistan, which was also a really big factor into why nobody was really going to be flying on them anymore. And then in 1991, they were forced to give up their certificate of not airworthiness, I believe it's their flight certificate or something. Sorry about that. But yeah, so what would Pan Am look like today if they had actually came back? Well, here's what I can tell you. Because Pan Am liked to be the first of operating certain aircraft from back then, I'm pretty sure we would look here. they would probably opt for Boeing aircraft and very fuel-efficient aircraft such as the 787 and 737 family, and maybe even if they wanted to, they could upgrade their regional aircraft, such as using ERJ-175s instead of using ATR-42s, which those aircraft currently in the United States have been retired for these said aircraft. Now, Pan Am had operated the 747-1 and 2 variant, so it would be most likely that Pan Am would be opting for probably the 747-400 variant. But by now, in 2018, Pan Am might actually still be able to operate it if they were still an airline. But again, most operators retired their 747-400s this year and last year, which technically means that they would either be ordering newer aircraft, which kind of would be in the case of China Airlines, which has operated aircraft from around 2007, I believe, the early 2000s, where their aircraft were operated, or Pan Am would probably opt for large aircraft, such as an A380 or maybe a 747-8 Intercontinental. I don't know. But it seems they really did like their prestige aircraft. Now, also, what you have probably noticed here is what would the livery look like? Would the livery still be like this Pan Am? Would it be kind of newer like this, where it's a blue tail with this very nice logo here? Or would it just be simple like this, Pan Am, with a blue circle on the back, kind of like how going back to Classic? We don't know. That's the problem with Pan Am. They just ceased operations way too early for us, and most people nowadays tend to forget about it. The only remnant of Pan Am left is PAWA, which is an airline out of the Dominican Republic, which is a subsidiary of Pan Am. But again, we don't know what would happen if Pan Am was still around, as again, that large question has come to us so much. Now, for routes, I believe probably Pan Am would focus a little bit more on European routes, as they did in the 1990s, and they would also focus heavily probably on the, I believe, South America traffic and Central America traffic. Now, again, I don't know for certain what would happen if Pan Am was still around today. In fact, I'm pretty sure if Pan Am was still around today, we would have tons more airlines, such as TWA, maybe Northwest Airlines would still be around. Maybe even U.S. Airways would be flying instead of using American flying their aircraft. We might even have older, really old airlines like, for example, ONA, which is Overseas National Airways, and we might even see international airlines, which still exist today. But we do not know for certain. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure to like, subscribe, and comment your thoughts down below on the video. As you can see here, I would like to say that I have been working on this project. This was actually pretty quick for me to do, and yeah. So anyway, guys, again, make sure to like, subscribe, and comment your thoughts down below on the video. Now, again, this is the first episode, so it isn't going to be the best. Anyway, guys, I'm 238 for Aviation, and I'll see you in the next video.